Hey everyone, welcome back to the Insight Desk. Let's break down what's happening in tech, finance, and the future. Stay sharp, stay informed. Subscribe to the Insight Desk.
Mind-controlled computers are no longer science fiction. Meta plans to change everything with their neural interface technology.
Okay, imagine this. You want to write an email, maybe design a complex 3D object, or, I don't know, control a whole virtual world. But instead of typing or clicking, you just think it. Seriously, just using your thoughts. This isn't really science fiction anymore. We're seeing huge steps from Meta with mind-controlled computer prototypes, and also from Google with their incredibly powerful AI, Gemini. So today, in this deep dive, we're going to unpack how these breakthroughs actually work, and maybe more importantly, what they might mean for you.
It really is remarkable stuff. Things are moving so fast. Take Meta. They showed off a new neural interface just, late June?
Yeah, that's the one.
And the key thing here, the really different part, is it uses non-invasive sensors. Think like super advanced EEG maybe. It picks up tiny electrical signals related to what you intend to do.
Yeah.
Critically, before you actually move a muscle.
Wow, okay. So no brain implants.
Right, no implants. At least that's the current approach.
Yeah.
Direct thought to digital action.
And Zuckerberg's been saying this could be like the future of everything, right? Work, games, communication.
He has. And, well, that immediately brings up some massive questions, especially around privacy. I mean, think about it. If your thoughts, even just the intention signals, can be tracked and decoded, who controls that data?
Yeah, that's a heavy one. Cognitive liberty you mentioned.
Exactly. The right to your own mental space. It's a whole new layer beyond just, browsing history.
Okay, so that's Meta reading your mind, potentially. But Google's not exactly sitting still either, are they? They just launched Gemini Enterprise.
No, definitely not. Gemini is, well, it's a beast.
Yeah.
A really powerful generative AI model. It's built to automate all sorts of tasks, coding, creating content, you name it. Its big strength is understanding context across different types of information. So text, images, even video.
Better than previous Google AI.
Significantly better, particularly at what they call cross-modal reasoning. It doesn't just see a picture and read text. It understands how they relate. It gets the deeper meaning, the connections.
Okay, so let me see if I get this straight. Meta is trying to sort of read your mind directly, while Google's AI, Gemini, is trying to anticipate what you need or want based on all this connected data.
That's a pretty good way to put it, yeah. Reading versus anticipating.
And that's why looking at these two together is so important, right? The convergence.
Precisely. Because when you start thinking about combining them, that's where things could fundamentally shift. Imagine Meta's interface letting you just think of an idea. And Gemini's AI understanding context across everything instantly built it. No keyboard, no mouse.
You just think, show me sales data visualized by region, and bam.
No, or something even more complex, yeah. Some researchers are calling this the next frontier of human-computer symbiosis, where the machine is almost like an extension of your own thought process.
Wow. Okay, the potential is obviously huge. Mind-blowing, actually. But you raised a privacy issue earlier. That can't be the only challenge here.
Oh, absolutely not. Privacy is massive. Security is another huge one. But we also have to think about, mental health. What's the cognitive load? If your brain is sort of always on with an AI responding to your thoughts, what does that do to us?
Like burnout, but from thinking.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Or just blurring the lines. How do you set boundaries when the tech is quite literally in your head or reading its signals? If big tech can decode elements of your thinking, how do you maintain personal space?
Yeah.
Are we actually ready as people, as a society, for that level of brain-machine integration?
So as we wrap up here thinking about all this, it pushes beyond just a simple question of trust. It's not just, would you use a mind-controlled computer?
Right. It's more about, how do we navigate this? How do we collectively set up the right ethical rules, the guardrail?
And the personal boundaries we'll need.
Exactly. What norms do we need for a future where the line between your thoughts and digital actions might become, well, really blurry? It's something we all probably need to start thinking about now. What kind of integration is actually, good for us?
A lot to mull over. Thanks for breaking that down.
If you learned something new, subscribe and hit the bell icon for your daily dose of insights.